Journal Record Associate Publisher Ted Struley joins us to discuss other stories making news and business today. Thanks for joining us, Ted.
Glad to be here.
A company in central Oklahoma is seeking to take advantage of the new tiny home market, but there are some issues. What's the problem there?
Well, this is a very small family company down in Norman, and the issues really have to do with building codes, which never anticipated anyone in a metropolitan area wanting to live in such small structures that have become so popular on television and are now becoming popular a lot of places. So in Norman, there is really going to take some serious overhaul of the building code to make them possible, although it's not out of the question. In Oklahoma City, they're legal to build in the neighborhoods as long as they're built on a slab and they meet all the other conditions of the code. But it's really kind of a city-by-city problem for those who want to sell tiny homes.
Now, the demand for engineers in the aerospace industry is exploding, but Oklahoma obviously can't meet the demand.
Well, that's right, and it's the battle cry we've been hearing for years now. This came out of a session this week, the State of Aerospace event that the Chamber of Commerce puts on, and we heard both from private industry, from Northrop Grumman representatives, as well as from General Levy out of Tinker Air Force Base, that they have a desperate need for engineers, and they just can't find them. Some of the schools that were present, however, said they just don't have good lines of communication with the employers, and they'd really like to sit down with them and figure out exactly what kinds of skills those employers are looking for that the schools might be able to help provide.
Carl Icahn is blasting SandRidge Energy after buying up a big share of the company. What's the latest?
Well, Icahn upped his stake in SandRidge to 13.5% of their stock, so he's a huge investor at this point. He's objecting to a proposal where SandRidge would buy out a comparably sized company in Colorado. Icahn says that's going to dilute shareholder equity and use up way too much of the cash that SandRidge has on hand. Another big investor, Fir Tree Partners, agrees with Icahn, but SandRidge countered by coming back and invoking what's known as a poison pill, a shareholder's bill of rights, so that if Icahn tries to unseat the board or thwart the deal, it could cause a big ripple effect. It's going to be a while of them fighting with each other before this gets straightened out.
Ted Struley from the Journal Record, thanks for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure.